Excuse me. All right, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I certainly hope and pray that all is well. I hope everyone had a wonderful day today. All right. Enjoy the weather, whatever it may have been. All right. But anyway, I'm planning on being on here too long. Hold on real quick. Let me fix this situation right here. Okay. Anyway, so this is a continuation here of this bullshit that I've had to deal with slandering ass, crazy ass BreaunaJewellBellamy. And here's a moth in here. What is that, you fake mother? I told you to vamoose. Leave me alone. I know that may sound cold, but so was trying to kill me and steal all my money. But anyway, hold on. Hold on. It's dead. Now I don't have to deal with that. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So, sometimes there are people that will cross your mind, and I remember people saying, person cross your mind, call them, check on them, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I've had two people cross my mind who I won't be calling on, checking on, all right, in any way, for a few days. Well, one, it's been about a week now that person has been on my mind. The other one, it's been, I just remember one night I was doing one of these lives and I mentioned her name and I was like, I don't know why you're in my energy, stay out of my energy. I don't want to see your face. Now, these are two young women. Well, they're not, old, but they're in their 40s, who I thought were blood relatives, who I thought were blood cousins, through this lady that I thought was my birth mother. Now, people may think what I just said about the moth, because when I first um, realized what was going on, these people, I don't know, trying to hurt me, kill me, whatever, and there's money involved in this and whatnot. This, I thought she was still my birth mother. I talked about this in one of the videos. I can't remember which one. I've talked about it periodically. I reach out to her. Your niece and nephews are doing black magic on me, trying to kill me. Crickets. Crickets. No, no sign of concern in any way, shape, or form. Yo, bitch. Wait a minute. Let me turn on my ear. Basically, that's what it was like. Like I can't even say it was like you're on your own. It was just crickets. This somebody. I was in my late 40s. Somebody I thought was my mother. I love you. I love you too, babe. All of that. All of that. All of that. Okay, I'm gonna love you. All of that. But when it came down to that, crickets. Just crickets. Crickets. The great Christian woman worked for the bishop. Okay, Brother Bishop. Pastor Bishop. All of that. Crickets. And let me say this real quick. You, ma'am, you sibling, my father's side of the family, I know y'all don't give a damn, but you all should be thoroughly ashamed of the legacy that you have shown before the world with who, as far as my father's side of the family, who your grandfather is and the work that he did. I'm not saying the man was without flaw at all. He was human, wasn't he? This man is known worldwide. This man is known worldwide for the work that he's done. Okay, for those in Christendom, he was the first. I did a whole video about him. The first convert at the Azusa Street revival, which became a whole big thing, which the Pentecostal denominations, not just Church of God in Christ, the Pentecostal denominations grew out of. He was the first before Bishop Mason and the other founder. And I'm gonna correct Miss Dumbass BreaunaJewellBellamy. Turn around and found out who doing black magic witchcraft. Bitch, you don't know shit. Shut up. Freak. You just slander anything to everybody because of your dumb shit. And trouble you get yourself in. But anyway, this man spoke multiple languages. Had what do you call it? When people, his memorization, like we could just read a page once of anything, just have it memorized. It was just in there. I mean, damn near genius sound like. What was it, 7 languages? I can't remember. Damn near genius. I got the book over here where he was interviewed. People honored this man. I only say it was known worldwide because Aunt Teresa, you who came with the black magic dream infiltration, told me, because you traveled and was overseas, lived overseas. So you like, people knew him there. And this is the legacy you leave. This is what you show the world. It's just ridiculous. Damn sure if y'all was connected to BreaunaJewellBellamy. And I know you were. Now, fake mama, your family, they don't know anything about him, whatever, I guess. But you do. All that work you did in the church, God, and creating a church. You know, Nikki, you know more about him and his legacy than his own children and grandchildren. Because I did interviews, I did all kind of shit. Okay, trying to, for myself. I want something for myself, but I got a lot of information that my uncle gave me all his books. He wasn't no jackleg preacher. He actually studied, so on and so forth. And this is what you all do. Well, this is who you are, so whatever. And my daddy people is on his side of the family. They don't seem to give a damn, but it was just their grandfather. So, people just like, well, it's just granddaddy, whatever. Just fucking pitiful. Whatever y'all did at his church, he's started the Kojic Church, first one in Georgia, Ohio, and I think a couple other states, maybe Virginia, someplace like that. So, church I was raised in was that church. Okay, the Historical Reserve Western Society of Cleveland wanted information on him. Okay, because it's that whole movement was a historical movement. It's not just Church God in Christ, you dumb bitch, BreaunaJewellBellamy. You're so dumb. You don't know shit. You just want to slander everything because of you, like you're somebody, a dumb hoe. Anyway, talking about people in your pussy and vagina, I let them in. But anyway, ain't red lit, don't know shit. But anyway, how disgusting of you, especially you, fake mama. But anyway, so let me whatever y'all did at that church to those children. I had a weird dream the other night. I don't think it was any dream infiltration. Unfortunately, I saw Verna ass again, and her sister, and my sibling, and you. And I said that didn't feel like the dream infiltration, and I divined on it, and I don't feel that it was. But y'all did something there. And I can't say during his time. He died when I was like 1 year old. I'm not saying the man was without flaw at all. I'm not saying that the black people in America, yeah, that practicing hoodoo is a part of their cultural heritage. Confirmation. It is a part of their cultural heritage, whether they're in a church or not. I mean, we saw you. For those who are familiar, you seen Bishop Mason with the wood and the sticks and shit. He ain't had no cross up on his neck. It's part of their cultural heritage. It's just like maybe like Vodou and Haitian Vodou, how it's practiced, but instead of the Orishas, they use the name of the saints. Okay, which you find, I think Santeria as well, which you find worldwide where people have been oppressed and historically oppressed by other groups of people, and they have not been allowed to practice their original cultural heritage things. So they, in their Christianity or whatever, is forced on them. So they still, it's forced on them. They ain't got no choice. But they keep their culture the best way that they can and intermix it with the larger people's religion, culture, whatever that's forced upon them. That's just history, bitch. And there's nothing wrong with hoodoo. There's nothing wrong with magic. There's nothing wrong with any of that stuff. It's the intention behind it and how it's used. You're just a dummy who wants to slander people and try to pull me in your shit like I'm doing something to your dumb ass. A dummy. A hoe. Who ain't got shit going on. All right. But anyway, so I did want to say that. Y'all ought to be ashamed. Y'all ought to have bury your head in fucking sand. And keep it there. So when I saw Verna and her sister, I said, well, you know what? This don't seem like no dream infiltration. I ain't going to get back on there and cuss the bitch out. Because it doesn't seem like that. It seems like it. Because it was a specific resonance or frequency that I was listening to throughout the night. And for healing work. And I said, so something was done to this girl as well. And I think her family plays a great role in that. I'm going to leave that alone. I ain't going to talk about y'all. Okay? I know y'all waiting. Then she going to say something about us. I'm not. Unless you fucking bother me. Okay? So she probably a victim too. But bitch, I don't give a fuck. Leave me alone. You're damn near 60 years old. So any fucking way. So back to these two women that I had been thinking about. I don't know if this is incense or what, but if it ain't, return to sender. Goddamn, it's late. Goddamn. Okay. Two of these women, young women, middle aged at this point, I thought they were blood relatives, cousins. One I spent a lot of time with in my youth. We spent a lot of time together. You should go to church with me and all that type of shit. And the other one, um, when I was younger, I don't want to say I spent time with her, but her grandmother was my quote unquote aunt, and so I was there all the time, and so she would be there all the time too. So didn't really know her in her teenage years or anything like that because I think I was away in college. But anyway, but then talk to her here and there in adult life or whatever. This one had me down in Atlanta for no goddamn reason, 2 times, and this second time she called me one time and asked me to come down there to help her with a damn daughter, because she was gonna have to work, so she needs somebody to watch her for like almost 2 months. I went, and I was there. It was like there's no reason for me to be here. Why? Because she had one of them jobs where she didn't really have to go into the office much. So she was home most of the time. Thank God, because the child was hell on wheels. And if I had gave the child what the child needed, some discipline, the bitch would have been mad as fuck. Okay. So anyway, it was very boring. It was very dry. It was very depressing. All right. Now and then I was down there at some points like, why am I here? And this lady who raised me was doing some things too that I felt was kind of odd concerning me. Um, the behavior just got more odd and strange and telling the older I got. Okay, and paid attention. But anyway, um, so I wonder after all this shit went down. I said, I wonder what her having me there, if this was part of their whatever plot plans and schemes. Get it, we got to get her away for a little while so we can do this. I don't know. Maybe that was time they was putting cameras in my house and stuff, some shit like that. I'm not saying that there were any there. I don't know. But I know it was really weird for me to be down there for 2 months to help this woman, this girl, what she asked me to do, and I'm there and I'm not even doing it. Most of the time I was there by myself. I went to the gym and everything, did a Y, just about every day. I mean, I was like, why am I here? What is this weird shit all about? And then she tried to get me to go there another time. Oh, because the little girl's, excuse me, y'all, vapors cough. um, but anyway, she tried to get me to go there again. Oh, that's right. When I was there that second time for those 2 months, because I went before. She asked me to come there before to watch her house while she go on vacation, which I was just dumb, I guess. I just didn't want to ask questions, but the shit was odd. Like, why do you want me to? Me and my daughter went that first time to watch your house while you go on vacation. Bitch, you go on vacation. A bitch always traveling overseas. There was no reason for me and my daughter to be there. Who be there any? I bet I know you're watching, or one of your family members or whatever. Who be there any other time? The bitch always traveling. I didn't think anything of it. I did think it was odd. Like, what are we sitting here for? And the bitch don't live right in Atlanta. This bitch live like 45 minutes away from Atlanta. Oh, bitch, why are we see my daughter sitting here? Bored than a motherfucker. Okay. Or was that might have been the second time we went. Oh, the first time I just went on my own just to visit. Okay. But she lived in a different place then. She didn't ask me to come. But that first time she asked me to come, and it was like, what the fuck are we doing here? This is what I'm thinking. Why? What is this weirdness? Okay, well, whatever. And bitch, why you ask me? You don't have no friends down here in Atlanta who, if you want people to watch your house, to watch and just make sure everything is okay, bitch, you been down here for a long time. No, bitch, she don't. Or if she do, bitch, that's not why she wants you to come. After the shit went down, I looked back, I said, So then she asked me to come again, maybe the next year or something like that, for the 2 months, sit there and babysit her little girl while she went to work, which she hardly ever went to work because she worked from home. And when she did, she took the little girl to her daddy's house. I think I picked the girl up from the daycare maybe a total of 3 or 4 times the whole time I was there. So what the fuck was y'all doing? My daughter didn't come with me. It was 2 months. Y'all was planning and doing shit then. The shit didn't make no fucking sense. It was boring and dry as hell. Hell, if I'm going to be bored and dry, I'd rather be bored and dry in my own space with my energy, not somebody else's weird ass energy. With a little badass girl. The little girl's bad. You wouldn't discipline the girl for shit. Let her do whatever. But anyway. So, he tried to get me to come down there again. I was going to go, but I can't remember. Something happened that I didn't go. And I told her, well, I'm not going to be able to come because A, B, C, and D. And at that point, I really didn't want to because I'm like, this is some bullshit. I don't know what she up to. What is she up to? Fuck she want me to come down there for? Again, just to sit there in her living room. Couldn't even watch the good ass shows. But I don't want her to watch the bad shows. They're watching little cartoons and shit. I won't say what difference it makes you bad as hell. You let her do whatever. Draw all on the wall. It was just ridiculous. Yeah, but that's her life. That's how you live. Whatever. But hell, don't ask me to come. Because I can't deal with no undisciplined, smart ass, sassy little 5-year-old. And you just, okay. I can't deal with that. I don't know. Maybe that's soft parenting. But anyway, she paid every time she had me come down there. She paid for it. Of course you paid for it. You're asking me to come. I'm not coming down there on no fucking vacation. You're calling me and asking me. What was that set up? This bitch, when I told her I wasn't going to be able to come, I wasn't going to, whatever, it was a reason I couldn't go. It wasn't just that I just don't want to go. It was a reason I couldn't. She's going to try to make me pay her back. Bitch, you've lost your fucking rabbit ass mind. Pay you back shit. What you mean pay you back? I didn't ask you to pay for me to come down there. You asked me to come down there. I'm not going to be able to. I got a life here. I got a child I got to take care of. And it was something specific that I had to do, and it would have interfered with it anyway. I'm going down there just to play. No, y'all try and set shit up. We didn't get to put the cameras in that time. But we found where we can put them up, bitch. See if you can get it down there again. So this time, we know exactly where to put the cameras. Was that what it was? I don't know. Bitch, everybody coming to meet, and she gonna be suspicious, bitch. We'll fit in. Just get her down there away from everybody so we can do our meeting by how we gonna steal this shit from her and kill her fucking ass. Is that what it was? I don't know. Shit, I'm asking. But any fucking way. So I was doing a talk the other night about crazy ass BreaunaJewellBellamy. And I kept seeing her fucking face as I'm doing it. And I said, Tamika, I don't know why I'm seeing you. I don't want to see your motherfucking face. Get the fuck on, blah, 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 blah. You can watch it. I can't remember which video it was on. Maybe it was one day before yesterday. But anyway. So I do the thing this morning about this crazy ass BreaunaJewellBellamy trying to say, the Los Zetos paid her, come after me and kill me $500 and all of the dumb shit. And here it is. The Los Zetos are an hour and 42 minutes away from where she's from, Sumter, South Carolina. They was busted for something. The high level ones was busted for something in Charleston, South Carolina, which is an hour and 42 minutes away from Sumter, South Carolina, which is where she's from. I don't know if she's still here or if she's back there, but I have a feeling that she's back there. Hour and 42 minutes away. They was busted for something in June 2025, and not long after that, she makes her slanderous ass post that these people paid me something to do something to this bitch. I didn't even know who they was. So what the fuck is it? I thought they were saying Los Zetos, like LOZAODOS or whatever, and it's 2 words. So I looked it up. So these motherfuckers were busted for something in Charleston, South Carolina. She's from Sumter, South Carolina. A couple of things. First thing, bitch. Now, if you had something to do with that, or you were a part of that in some kind of way, you mixed and mingled with these motherfuckers in some kind of way, you just was about to sell their motherfucking asses out, huh? I guess that's what you told the police if you was a part of that and you got busted. I'm shutting down all my socials now. The war has begun. Weird. What war? And I got to shut down all my social. But first, let me say it was this bitch connected to the Los Zetos. Let me say it was her. And I know my daddy gonna fix it for me because he the high-level military mason man. So you're just going to sell them out? And from what I read, it don't seem like they the people to do that too. But I guess your daddy, since he the high-level Mason man, know all the high-level Mason military people, he gonna fix it. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. So I can sell them out. I can sell them out. Now, I made a video one time about this one of the women who had been on my mind for a few weeks. You know, used to come to, I thought she was a cousin once again. We used to go to church together a lot and all of this kind of thing. She was spend the night at my house over the weekend and go to church with me and, you know, cousins. I mean, me and her used to argue sometimes and everything, but, you know, still. One time, a few months back, she was kept in my vision and on my mind. Why? So I did a reading, and I said, bitch, I certainly hope that you're not getting involved with BreaunaJewellBellamy and her illegal activities. Did the video, didn't think about the bitch no more after that. I said, I certainly hope. I didn't say she was. She's been on my mind again for over a week now. I keep hearing this bitch name over and over and over again. And I'm sitting here like, you know how you can kind of feel a person's energy, like your antennas be, you can feel it, ping. And sometimes just like, the shit that be, you know, the shit we don't see that come out of us, our antennas and shit. You don't feel it. I don't feel shit. But I keep seeing this person's face and I keep hearing their name. And I was like, well, I'm not going to look anything up. I know that's what most of y'all think. She probably look like Queen. I say she probably looking at watching. No, I'm not. And wasn't in. Watching those silly ass women. No. I do things like cook dinner for me and my daughter, go to a fucking job, think about myself. What else can I do, goddamn? Okay, how can I make some money? Shit. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Just look y'all up. Watch me keep watching this. Watch me videos. They ain't saying that because she's a scaredy cat. She's scared of his. Okay. But anyway, so I'm like, well, I'm not going to look it up. Now, I might look up my father. See, is he all right out there? Don't look like it. Okay. Somebody who makes a difference in my life, not any of you. Who want drama. Yeah, let's have some drama. Let's watch them fight. That bitch gonna cuss out. She's a scaredy cat. She don't know breed. Fuck the breed. Damn, bitch, I didn't know you was gonna cuss her out. I don't know what you thought I was going to do. And you just look so meek and mild. And Bree talk so tough. Talk. Anyway. I don't know if Bree in any way, BreaunaJewellBellamy, in any way, shape, or form, had something to do with whatever that shit was with that drug cartel in Sumter, that was in Charleston. That shit happened in June, and then she come out, I think in July, with her tall tales, trying to sell them out. If she had something to do with it, or played a role, or was a part of it in any way, and trying to put it on me and another content creator. Bitch, you're fucking nuts. Well, we know that. But I certainly hope Now these two quote unquote cousins, I talk about their cousins, and they were very close with one another over the years. They lived right up the street. They was around the same age. They was always with each other a lot, so on and so forth. Them two one time when I had my old channel, I could kind of hear and see them. I said, "Oh, these two bitches going to try and burn down my house." I could have been wrong, allegedly or whatever. Not that I could have been wrong allegedly, but you know. Another time I was doing some videos, I heard the one say to another, "Let's get this bitch," talking to her. They're talking to each other with the black magic. Really? Why? Because y'all came after me to attack me. And those two played a very, very heavy role with that dream infiltration when they was kicking my, coming in my dreams. They ambushed me, motherfuckers. Jumped me night after night after night. And the one who used to go to church with me kept feeding me, giving me food, cake, and stuff in the dreams. Well, this was when I had my first channel, and I was learning about a lot of this stuff. And I would eat it. I didn't know. She would give it to me, and I would be in a dream. I eat it, but every single time my body would just expel it out. Just I would throw it up, or just my body rejected it. My spirit rejected it. And that other one, I remember one time in one of the dreams, they had me in a house. The one girl in Atlanta, her grandmother's house. She owned the house, but it wasn't the side that her grandmother lived on. It was the other side where her aunt lives, her grandmother's daughter. They was all in there, all them cousins, them two, some nigga knocker niggas that I never saw those motherfuckers. It was just CD shit, everybody in there. I'm like, these motherfuckers getting high as fuck. Torturing me and doing shit to me. And the one who I would give me the cake and stuff, who I would go to church with me, I grabbed her arm and I told her, I said, stop. She was one, loved the Lord, got the Bible all the time, toting the Bible, Christian devotions and all of that. I let her stay in my house. She said she was homeless. Her mama kicked out. Well, you can stay here tonight. And it became 2.5 months. Whatever, bitch. You need a place to stay. And got mad when I told her you have to leave. Well, I was going out of town to visit my sibling. And she just was having too many issues with her husband. And I'm like, I don't want to come back to a bloodbath, number one. And my house ain't going to be no free for all. I done let you stay here. I told you one night, you didn't stay here 2.5 months. My house looked like fucking hoarders. You got everything from everywhere all up in my fucking house. But the other cousin, who she joined with, not the other one I'm talking about, but another one of them that she joined with to torture me and whatnot. She asked her because she stayed with her, and that bitch told her no in so many words. Hell no. Isn't it amazing how people get together? They hate each other. They don't like each other. They ain't going to do nothing for each other. But when they want to go after one person, then they all the best of buddies and the best of friends. Trauma bonding. Anyway, to cause you trauma. So she one time astral projected to me. I said, okay, look. No, I had a vision. I'm going to get to that part. But I had a vision one time. I saw her in the kitchen trying to mix up some shit, and she slipped and fell. And I said, look at this bitch. These motherfuckers done taught her some black magic. And she trying to do something herself, and she done slipped and fell. I remember I saw a green bowl. She was trying to mix up something and slipped and fell on her ass. So another time she comes, she astral projects. I knew it was her. I told her, I said, stop. This is not for you to do. This shit is, fuck them motherfuckers. This is not for you to do. But she did it anyway. Bitch, I certainly hope, I don't know. It could be, I ain't saying this is the situation. You all, it's kind of like you can feel whatever you want to feel about me. You hated me that much, though I didn't do. Now me and her, we would argue and fight, not physically fight, but you know. But you all were that disgusted with me, or did Zarita put and her mama and the fake mama put all kind of black magic witchcraft on you? Hate Nikki, hate Nikki, hate Nikki, so we can get them to do this shit. So we can get that money. You hated me that much for really no reason. Now you don't you one thing about me that you don't like, and a lot of people don't. It's not my issue nor my problem. That I'm not gonna just let you run over me and whatever. I'm gonna speak up for myself. I'm always gonna speak up for myself. People don't like it when you do that. You get mad. You know you wrong as fuck, and when I say something to it, then you get mad. Why are you fucking mad? Do you not speak up for yourself when a person try to get over on you or do some dumb shit? She thinks somebody gonna kiss her ass. Please, I don't want any of your lips on my booty. Never asked for that. I ain't never said to nobody, bow down. What the fuck are you talking? That's dumb. I know y'all think that's cute. I'm the queen, that. I'm not, I don't even like, I don't dislike Beyonce. When I first heard that song, I was like, what? But see, I'm not into the pop culture shit, so I don't know what that was all about. I mean, I buy down bitches. I done heard, okay, whatever. I don't know what that shit is all about. I know people give her hell. Maybe she had to let motherfuckers know. I done heard my shit. Okay, I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, don't bother me. Okay, wait, folks be on here talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce doing witchcraft on me. Okay, you're on their radar. Maybe you are. Shit, I don't know. But any fucking way. Bitch, I put your picture up yesterday. Happy birthday, goddamn. I'm just saying. But you hated me that much. This bitch ain't gonna be nobody. We gonna make sure this bitch ain't gonna be nobody. She on YouTube. YouTube was. I just never thought it was that big of a deal. Fucking YouTube. But I see. I guess it is. Okay, whatever. We don't want nobody to see her. She ain't better than us. Who she thinks she is? Now, Zarita and the other girl, y'all started making videos, but you stopped. What they got to do with me? I want to do tarot shit. That looked like fun. So I started doing it. I didn't show my face at first, and then eventually I did. And over time, they got with Philippe and the broodmares, and then it was all over. We gonna kill this bitch. But nevertheless, I certainly hope that you two women, young women, that I once knew, regardless of what you did to me, I certainly hope y'all didn't have anything to do with that. If that nutty ass, how in God's name? Okay, Philippe and his brother and them other bitches I don't know. I didn't know them. I went to the gym. I saw them all the time and stuff. Whatever. Y'all do what you want to do. Mess up your fucking life. I don't give a fuck. But the two of y'all, I certainly hope. Now, if BreaunaJewellBellamy has something to do with that Los Zetos shit and them getting busted and all of that type of shit, since she threw up their name all over the internet, all over YouTube, trying to tie me to it. And okay, here's the actual situation. If she has something to do with it in any way, shape, form, I said if. Who gives a fuck? apparently that's her life. But if you two young women, middle age, young, whatever, I certainly hope and pray that y'all didn't have any connection to that in any way, shape, or form. I'm not saying you did. I just know I did that reading on that one and it came out you need to walk away from her and her illegalities. You don't know this bitch. How could you all be so dumb? Now, it's very obvious she came here, she got involved with the motherfuckers at the gym, and Zarita and so on and so forth. It's just beyond. And now she's saying your name all over the internet. Your first and your last names. I don't know everything she said about you. Somebody sent me clips. Listen to this crazy nut and what she's saying about you, bitch. I didn't listen to her long ass, drawn out, nothing ass, line ass video. She backstabs everybody. What did she tell you? That her daddy, like I said before, was the big bad military Mason man, and I can do whatever I want, and I'm involved in all of this bullshit, this illegal shit, but he gonna cover it, he gonna protect us, and we gonna get this money. I don't know, did she? I'm fucking floored and amazed. I be hearing people talk about their relatives and family and friends, this kind of shit that happened in their lives with them, and it's like when it's not you, it's just like foreign to you. Like, oh, they family? Oh my God! Oh Lord, Jesus have mercy. Now I know that there's someone out there looking at me, listening to my videos, thinking the same thing. Who are those motherfuckers? Who are the people or family? Now, no, they're not my blood family, but I thought they was until I was 49 years old. I was around them until I was 49 years old. Laughed with them, ate with them, all of that shit for 49 fucking years. I'm just saying. I hope that if that bitch was a part of that in some way, since she threw up their name all over the internet, just like, that's why I was like, why is she saying this group? Who are these people? Why she pick them? Why she pick them? And here it is, not even a month earlier, they was busted an hour and 42 minutes away from her home. I certainly hope. And I remember I told the one girl who would go to church with me all the time when we was kids that I had a vision of her one time moving either to North Carolina or one of the Carolinas. Now, I'm not saying she moved there, lived there, or anything. I'm just talking about connections, what signs, synchronicities, or whatever, connections and whatnot. You just kind of piecing things together. Bitch, I certainly hope you was not that dumb and that's stupid to let a weird old freak who you didn't know from shit con you and tell you bullshit. Now, when y'all did the dream infiltration that was up in the one girl's grandmother's house that time, everybody was up there getting high as fucking. It wasn't no fucking weed. I was like, these motherfuckers are high as fuck. All of y'all. Every single one of you. And we're not, like I said, we ain't talking about marijuana. And ain't that what that Los Zetos shit is about? Drugs and shit? Didn't Bree have to make the BreaunaJewellBellamy have to make the same? Philly, you come astral protecting me, but they don't on drugs. They don't do no drugs. Who said they did? I'm talking about in your spiel, BreaunaJewellBellamy, about them. Who said that they fucking? Why would you need? Why do you feel the need to say that? They don't do drugs. Neither one of them do no drugs. All right, that's all I have to say. What she told you, I was gonna get some money. A poor bitch. My daddy got all the money. He take care of me. He know all the big time folks. See, Nikki, Kenyatta, she didn't know nobody. She wasn't good to y'all. She wasn't right to y'all. She ain't know nobody. Not like my daddy did. Look at what I can do for all y'all. We got the connection. Kenyatta, she ain't nobody. She ain't love y'all like I do. I'm good and sweet and loving and kind. But I got a connection. Get some money. How y'all think I just sit on my ass all day? Y'all ain't gonna have to do nothing. Okay. We come with you. We do it. You gonna show Kenyatta. All of us. We better than her. We got money and connections. Dumb. And one thing that a lot of people have in this motherfucking world is a craving for money. For the love of money. Not money. The love. You don't believe me. Hold on. Let me find it. What time is it? It's dead time. AI overview. The love of money is the root of all evil is a misquote. Even that is a misquote. Of 1 Timothy 6:10, okay, which actually states, for the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. That's what it says. The passage warns that excessive desire for wealth can lead people to neglect their faith, cause moral corruption, which was a word that I heard the other day when what was it, this morning or yesterday morning, and bring about many sorrows and ruin. Money itself is considered a neutral tool. Please. Money is not the root of evil. It is a tool. It's used for goods and services. Period. Now we know it seems as though, well, it don't seem as though. It is also, it's a tool. It is used to control people and have power over people. But it in and of itself is not evil. It is a tool that is used. Just like people use tarot cards as a tool or whatever. It's a tool. The problem is not money. I'm reading now. The problem is the human heart's craving. Did not say people hungry for it, craving it, whatever. Craving for it, which can lead to harmful actions and a misdirected life. The full verse. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Okay? For all kinds of evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Let's see the true meaning. It's not the money. The Bible does not condemn money or wealth itself. Even though scripture says it's hard for a rich man to get to heaven in a camel through the eye of a needle, it didn't say the money. Money is talking about that person, that man, that human. Wealth can be a blessing and used for good. Absolutely. Such as generosity and improving the lives of others. There are some wealthy people that you don't know. They don't have to tell you their fucking business. But they give to a lot of charities. They're very charitable. A lot of people with wealth are very charitable. That's one way they keep the wealth, too. It's the love of money. The issue is the love or the unhealthy appetite. Not love in and of itself. The unhealthy appetite for money. Unhealthy appetite, which means prioritizing it above other values like integrity, compassion, and faith in God. Consequences of love for money. The misdirected pursuit of wealth can lead to temptation and snares. People become ensnared in desires that lead to ruin. Wandering from faith, a craving for money can cause individuals to abandon their spiritual beliefs and callings. As I told the girl, this shit ain't for you to be doing. I always walk around with that Bible and told in the devotional book, which doesn't necessarily have to mean anything. But everything ain't for everybody. Ensnared about haters, harmful desires. This love can foster selfishness, dishonesty, and other vices. Self-inflicted harm. The phrase, pierced themselves with many sorrows, suggests that chasing wealth can cause profound and lasting unhappiness and self-destruction. But some motherfuckers, they're so fucking fucked up by that shit because they're trying to use it to fill holes in their heart and their mind and their soul and all their childhood trauma and mama didn't love me right and all of these types of things. Okay, I was abused, I was hurt, this, that, and the other. Okay, but there are ways and means that you can get help for that. But instead of facing oneself and getting the help for it, well, money gonna answer all of it. How? And think about this particular girl who I'm talking about, who went to church with me all the time. Bitch, how? Your father had money. Like you told me one time, I'm spoiled, he gives me whatever I want. I don't know if you remember that. We were 16. We were riding our bikes, I think downtown, and we passed by a store, and we went in the store. It was a beautiful green sweater, and it was very expensive, and she wanted it, and she was like, well, I know my dad will buy it for me. And then when we got closer to my house, she said, you know what, I'm not going to ask him to buy me that because he would, and he give me whatever I want. And she said, and I don't need to do that. The saying, in summary, the saying serves as a cautionary reminder that a heart fixed on acquiring money rather than on God and others, and the God within you. The truth. Confirmation. Rather than on God and others can lead to destructive choices and a life filled with sorrow. It highlights the dangers of making wealth an ultimate goal or a substitute for one's true purpose. A substitute feeling. It's not going to do that. And now, Philippe, who cares? I don't care about your motherfucking ass. Swim in it, honey. Drown in it. Your foolishness. Who cares? BreaunaJewellBellamy, who gives a fuck? All this money. Who cares? Swim in your drown in your fucking grief, bitch. That's what you need to do. Just drown in it. But the water be right here. You got this much breathing room. For the next 2 seconds, bitch. And then it's... And then your painful sorrows. And you're an evil bitch. And you know what the fuck you're doing. You plan it. You don't just... You're not just acting on... You do act on your emotions, but you plan shit to destroy people. What's the word I'm looking for? You do it, it's not the word I'm looking for, but you do it with intention. Scheme, plot, and plan. Over nothing. That one where I was looking for, whatever. Good enough. Philippe, you plan the shit. And you keep going and planning it. And to do it on people that you think are vulnerable, that you think are weak, and you're the weakest motherfucker in town. You the fucking weak. You weaker than Bree. You the weakest fucking link ever to exist. Right, see that man plotting and planning on women, vulnerable women. I take their house and I get my Rolls Royce. Who gives a fuck about your ugly ass Rolls Royce? You don't deserve that shit. You ain't do shit to get it. I'm the big man. Go get your fucking nails done, nigga. But y'all too. I know y'all had some traumas in your family and shit. I don't know. I didn't have to deal with that shit. But I certainly hope, even with all the shit that y'all did to me, all that dream infiltration, all that evil-hearted shit, I really hope with all my heart, soul, and might that if that bitch has something to do with that shit, which I don't doubt because she's selling them up the river all on the YouTube and everything, okay? Maybe that's why she said she's trying to kill me because she knows if she sell them out, then they on her ass. That's why she always screaming, somebody trying to kill me. Because she do the most evil shit and they be on her ass. But if you sold these Los Zetos people out, you don't think they going to find out? If you had something to do with this shit, you don't think they don't know? They on your ass, bitch. And maybe daddy, big time daddy ain't going to be able to save you. I don't know. I don't know. But you two bitches. With families and children that you do take care of, not like her fucking ass. Who anybody who run? What did she bring her? One of her children and ruin his fucking life. You knew the bitch if she came, and I know she came because she told the whole world she was here, trying to make me feel some kind of way about it, and was caught up with all y'all. And she's spilling your names out all online. That you did some evil shit to her and all of this kind of shit. You that hungry and thirsty. And the bitch in Atlanta, you got money. Oh, it ain't enough. You travel all over the world, all over the earth, all the time. It's not enough. Oh, like I said, this shit goes much deeper than just two greedy bitches want some money. And she gonna help us get some. I'm not saying that's the case. I don't know. I just know y'all cross my fucking mind. And I'm like, why am I thinking about these motherfuckers? And then here she go talk her dumb shit. Wait a minute, I did do a reading because that bitch kept uh, crossing my mind. Bitch, I hope you ain't doing no illegal shit with the dumb bitch. So you got your, if that is the case, you got your fucking warning. I just hope it wasn't. All these people with this fake big time. We big time. We help you. And let's destroy Kenyatta. Let's make up your stupid because we can get all this illegal money. And then try to get me caught up with this shit. Bitch, are you fucking nuts? You crazy as fucking hell. All of you do that dumb shit. Is you still doing the black magic, bitch? Had a weaken her. Okay. Well, as you can see, I'm sleepy than a motherfucker. I'm going to bed. You all have favor. Peace.